You are missing out on 3 major keys to drastically improve your physique. Elijah here with Fitness Domain, and stick around to the end of the video to find out what might be hindering you from achieving your dream physique. The first major key, and probably the most obvious one, is your diet. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, therefore it is only transferred. Yeah, I know, blah blah blah, science, whatever. Lucky for us, the fitness industry simplifies this by using the phrase calories in, calories out. Now, fitness goals will vary from person to person. Some of us would like to slim down and lose as much weight as possible, while others of us would like to pack on as much weight as possible while getting stronger. If you are trying to lose weight, continue hitting your workouts, continue hitting your cardio, perhaps both, and continue eating in a caloric deficit. Some people struggle to make it to the gym every single day or to go on a run every single day. So keep in mind, if you are doing this and you do struggle that day to reach a specific workout goal that you can't achieve because of something else, keep in mind you'll have to eat a little bit less that day. You will have to keep track of your calories and make sure you are not going above your maintenance, especially if you are not working out or going on a run that day or doing whatever sort of cardio you prefer. Now, on the flip side of that, what about those of you that are trying to gain weight, whether it be muscle, size, strength, or both? Now, for my weightlifters, my powerlifters, and my 2016 self, maybe even my current self, we, oddly enough, strive to be in a caloric surplus. Now, this puts us on track to gain weight to help us get stronger and convert that fat or all that extra mass and food intake into strength and power. The heavier you are, the naturally stronger you may be. For example, if we take 2 people who have never worked out before, and one of them weighs 230 pounds and the other weighs 130 pounds, and we make them fight, chances are the 230-pound person will win just based off of pure mass and strength alone. Therefore, when it comes to those of us trying to pack on muscle and strength, we want to be weighing as much as possible within a reasonable amount to be able to push the most weight around. For those of you that already lift, I'm sure you already know, if you are weighing 165 pounds, when you walk around at 155 pounds, you probably see a significant strength increase. Now, this might mean being able to put a few more pounds on the bar or being able to hit an extra few reps for the same weight you normally do for your top set. For us skinny guys that have a blazing fast metabolism, that our metabolism is always on fire, we need to eat a lot more than normal. You could be going to the gym and working out, but do not expect to gain a whole bunch of muscle or pack on any sort of size if you are still eating like you did before you started going to the gym. If you are eating, let's say, 1,000 calories a day, and you're a lighter person, and you are starting to work out, and you keep eating that small amount, you will not be, if anything, you might be losing more weight. When your body is trying to grow and you are trying to gain size, your body wants as much food as it could take. It doesn't always want to stop you from building muscle. It wants to help you. It wants you to grow. It wants you to adapt to your new working routine. That being said, eating too much food, even though you are lifting, still may result in you getting chubby or result in extra fat. Also, for your diet, make sure you are getting the proper nutrition and protein intake that best suits your specific goals. The second and my favorite key factor to improving your physique is consistency. If I am being completely honest, this is for sure the biggest reason I have seen so many people plateau in their own physiques. A lot of people ask me, dude, how do you get this physique? How do you get your body? And one of the only things I actually tell them is stay consistent. A lot of times I see people lift consistently for 2 months and then they'll stop for 4, 5, 6 months and When they come back again, they're wondering why they aren't as strong or don't look as good as they did when they left that many months ago. And it's honestly just because you stopped lifting. You have maybe taken a small break from lifting, or you have gone less frequent than you were previously. Therefore, your gains are being slightly hindered by the lack of frequency or maybe even intensity at which you were going at. And results will vary for different people. It really just depends on how long you stop lifting for and how consistent you choose to be. Now, of course, if you got sick or had to deal with an injury or whatever that stopped you from lifting, that's completely fine. Chances are your muscle memory will help you build it back. However, if you have never lifted to begin with, what foundation do you have to build off of? Not everyone might see their progress right away. Sometimes it could take weeks or even months before you even start noticing a difference in how you look. But a lot of people really just give up when they don't see immediate results all the time. And this is what really stops them from achieving that true consistency. Exercise is one thing that you kind of just have to see all the way through. You can't just stop at one point because things don't look like they're going the way you are. There's so many different things to adjust. It could be anywhere from your diet, like we talked earlier, to maybe your intensity in the gym. Are you going hard? Are you going frequent enough? Or maybe even your sleep habits. If you're staying up at 2, 3 in the morning every night and you have to get up for work at 8 in the morning, you might be struggling, your body might be struggling to recover, and this lack of sleep could be hindering your gains itself. There's always something you could fix to better yourself. As cliche as it sounds, not giving up really just could make all the difference in your physique, in your body. Seeing it all the way through instead of quitting is really what could make the difference between what you started at, or maybe even worse, to your dream body and goals. The third major key in improving your physique is remembering your why. Remembering your motivation. So let's say you've nailed the other two. You've nailed diet, you're like, I got this down. You have nailed the consistency. You're constantly going to the gym. You have a very set schedule. You try not to miss even when stuff does come up. Let's say you have those down. Sometimes it might not even be your lack of sleep or your diet. It just might be that you are forgetting why you were there in the first place. Your lack of motivation. Think of why you started. Maybe you just used to play sports and that specific sport introduced you to weightlifting. And now that you don't play it anymore, you kind of cope by lifting heavy weights, getting huge pumps, and staring at yourself endlessly in the mirror until you develop body dysmorphia. Maybe when you were a little 6th grader, a bunch of the 8th grade girls just started picking on you for how small you were, and that you will never amount to be anything more than a man. Really, any form of bullying in the past helps with this. You should not only be using your original motivation to push yourself, but as your body starts to develop and you start to see this progress, new motivations start to arise. Maybe you just got a really sick shoulder vein that you're trying to show the homies, or you found a new hot chick at the gym that you're trying to impress. Maybe you even already found somebody that you have impressed and you just want to be the best version of yourself for them. Now, all of these are great reasons to use this motivation, but none of them will last if you cannot find it within yourself on why you are doing this in the first place. And that right there is the difference between external motivations and internal motivation. There's a temporary motivation and a long-term motivation. As a lot of those external motivations start to disappear, you have to find that whatever starts that fire inside yourself to keep going. With that being said, learn to enjoy your progress. Take pictures maybe every few weeks or months and really start to notice the differences in your physique and how you have improved over time. Learn to really just enjoy the journey. Learn to use the dark side of the force. Or not, nerds. With that being said, don't forget to like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Click this or this, maybe even this, and I will see you guys in the next one.